The handsome and extremely talented TJ Osborne, 7-time Grammy nominee. Congratulations on being named one of the Pride 50, and thank you so much for sitting down with me for a few minutes today.
Doris, thank you. It's a huge honor. I'm really loving the little terrestrial background there.
Believe me, it's a lot more interesting than a Studio City apartment.
I like it.
So, you came out in February 2021 and publicly joined the community. This is a very big deal because you're a country music artist, and there are only a handful of openly queer uh, country music artists out there. You expressed a little bit of apprehension when you came out about how this would affect the relationship that you have with your fans. How has your life changed since coming out?
It's changed a lot, and it's changed a lot of way in a lot of ways that I didn't really expect. There was some apprehension for sure. I didn't really understand necessarily how it would be received. Some of the biggest weight I carried was the fact that a lot of the decisions I make and a lot of the things that play out for me really they affect a lot of other people that I work with. My brother being, I'm going to deal with my brother. We employ people with children, and there was all these things that you really just start to that do weigh on you, whether you want them to or not. But then once I came to the realization that ultimately, I think every one of those people would prefer me to be happy. It really became pretty obvious that once I had everyone's support in that regard. Um, I think quarantine really showed me a lot of really what mattered. But as far as the fans, I'm just getting to the point where we're performing. We just played one big festival and it went really well. I even kind of talked about it a little bit then and played a song that we wrote called Younger Me, which was inspired by me coming out. I got a really incredible response from the crowd from that, a very conservative crowd for the most part. I really have felt just completely accepted and loved for the most part.
That's great to hear. I'm glad you mentioned younger me there. What would you go back and tell that little kid when he was feeling scared, when he was feeling afraid?
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, even in that song, I think just would be like, you're going to be fine. I really did want to have a career in country music and be a country singer, and it was always seemed impossible to me that I could be both openly gay and do this and be successful. And now that I'm here, I didn't realize how much pressure I think I put on myself until I really came out. So I ultimately would just tell them that, like, man, you're fine. And also, I'd be like, you know what? One day, 20 years from now, you're going to look back and think, like, damn, I look good.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with that.